Yeah, champion, Brooklyn, spin the yard with me. I got bars too, you heard? I'm a mathematician with the bars, my intros is going hard, my interviews getting bigger, the guests know I'm a star. Always knew that I was real, or was held up by the frauds who didn't believe my vision, I had to prove them wrong. Then I rose up out the mud like concrete in the rose. The difference is I wasn't picked up and taken home. 4 walls in the cot, had to prove if you real or not. Gotta protect yourself with a lock in the sock, coming out the box, that shit apparent. The tarot card said I was destined for blessings in abundance, but my heart I had to protect it, didn't listen. And grandma in my ears steady bitching. I was falling blinded by the lights flashing in my vision. False presentation, money, cars, girls, pagan world. Sick of being broken, hungry nights made me wanna earl. Curled up in a pissy bed, stick up boys rain in the crib, looking for Calvin and Savior bread in the mattresses. Dead upon arrival, I swear with my left hand on the Bible. Mama grabbed that Mossberg and started clapping for our survival. This is the facts, I ain't even capping. Trapping got its course and I ain't paying for shit to happen. Niggas spin the yard, huh? What's good, everybody? It's your boy Champ, aka Mr. Champion Style TV, aka Mr. Spin the Yard. I am back with another extraordinary episode. First and foremost, I want to thank all you guys out there for subscribing, for liking, for sharing, for just saying that we got quality work over here, because we got 10 on the block, okay? Quality work, that's all we do. Before I get into anything, this episode of Spin the Yard is sponsored by Vuelo Tequila. Okay, this is I had the fortunate opportunity to get the 800th bottle out of 3,000. Okay, there's only 3,000 of these things, and shout out to the people who are behind this. This is the official sponsor of Spin the Yard. We're going to take a shot with our special guest today, and make sure y'all tap in. It's available at all liquor stores in your neighborhoods. All right. So today we have a special interview going on. Right, I have young legends in the making that come from a legendary background, so it's only right that they're going to be legendary. I have Chey.
Hello.
Y'all know who Chey is. I ain't even got to say it, okay? And I got my boy Weather Park. All right? And today we're going to talk about a plethora of things, all right? You know, growing up, their music, where they're going. I'm super excited about this because I'm an old head, unfortunately, and they are young heads. You understand what I'm saying? But we're going to get into it by first taking a shot of this beautiful Vuelo. Let me hit you off first, my brother. Here you go, sis.
Thank you.
Wow. Oh, I ain't even pulled one for myself. Look at that. That's crazy. I'm just so excited. All right. Boom. Salud. Salud.
Salud.
All right. So, first thing I want to get into, we was having a little debate prior to the cameras rolling about Bow Wow versus Omarion, correct? That's what we was talking about, right?
Mm-hmm. Technically,
so,
yes.
Yeah, so I feel, you was over here on the strong end of Bow Wow.
I'm on both sides, but the album that they did together is my favorite. But if I, don't hate me, Omarion, but I had to choose, I'm going with King of the Old Town.
King of the Old Town. Yeah. Why is that though?
Just growing up, I was very B2K heavy, but Bow Wow has just been like I just remember seeing him on stage and seeing him with Ciara doing Like You, and then I remember seeing him with Cleo Thomas as his hype man, and then I remember seeing him 2 years ago at the Millennium Tour, and just seeing his growth. Not saying Omarion doesn't. Again, Omarion. It's okay. But it's just like Bow Wow's always been that's my guy. That's my guy for real. Just,
do you feel like he was like the soundtrack to your life?
You could say that. Like, he was like the very first like beef I ever been in. Like, you know, Bow Wow versus Romeo.
Okay, yeah.
Heavily on Bow Wow's side. Fresh as I'm is. Y'all don't even know, okay? If you go look that up, Bow Wow versus Romeo beef, because that was definitely iconic to my childhood.
And you were pro Bow Wow.
Absolutely.
Okay, so what about you, Weather?
I ain't gonna lie, for me,
if you had to choose between Bow Wow
and Omarion, I'm choosing Omarion.
Why is that?
He said, dun, dun.
Well, yeah, it's and that's for the records like that, his record. What is the other record?
Right.
Crazy Icebox, and not only that, you know, just as a kid, you know, watching a lot of black films, You Got Served. You know what I mean?
You Got Served is classic.
You know what I mean?
How was I ever that disrespectful?
Yeah, you know what I mean? I feel like, you know, that moved, not really it moved me, but at the time, you know, you had a lot of different dance movies coming out, and it was still a lot of involved with hip hop. So you had like, what was the other one? I think it was Step Up.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? At the
Stomp
time.
the Yard.
Yeah, Stomp the Yard, you know what I mean? So,
yes.
you know, a lot of those films was, you know, still heavily influenced by the music. You know what I mean? So
that makes sense.
You know, that's pretty much why. I feel like if Bow Wow probably had one of those, like a movie or something like that, then.
But Bow Wow,
like Mike.
Oh yeah, like Mike. But you know, like
but
Mike
it's not dancing movies.
Yeah, it's not catered towards the music. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like Mike is cool, but like Mike fall in the category for me of like a Toy Story thing.
Entertainment.
You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Yeah, because it's from that era, but it's still something that we embrace as children, and we was able to still understand what we was watching. You know what I mean? Versus hearing the song then and then hearing it now, and you're like, oh, what the hell? That's what they said, or watching something. You know what I mean? You know, so you know that's
so. All right, so who do y'all think is a better dancer, Bow Wow or Chris Brown? I mean, excuse me, not Bow Wow.
I was gonna say because Bow Wow, I never seen him get jiggy.
Chris Brown.
You want me to answer?
Yeah, you go first.
Oh, Omarion, don't hate me. Don't call my people.
Oh my God.
Christopher Maurice.
Christopher Maurice, that's his middle name?
Yes.
Oh shit.
You are talking to the ultimate fangirl. Like, I was Justin Bieber fan, Omarion fan, like I was a hardcore just like ugh. Mm-hmm. But definitely Chris got it. Chris be doing flips and shit up and stuff, you know.
Yeah. It's fine. You can curse.
And shit. So yeah, definitely Chris Brown.
Okay, what about you?
Yeah, pause. Know what I mean? We just throw that out there first. Know what I mean? Pause. Yeah, I got to give it to Chris Brown, though. You know, I've been watching him develop over time, and I feel like he the closest thing dancing-wise to Mike. You know what I mean? I know that Mike is part of his inspiration, but I know that he's not trying to emulate. You know, he's just inspired, and he mixes that with his own moves, and he's not just a stage dancer. You know, I could tell that he takes time out of his day and just practices, you know, whatever's trending, and he keeps up with stuff because that's a part of his passion.
Right. I agree. I feel like I like Chris Brown obviously better, and I actually think Chris Brown is a better dancer than Usher. Right? Mm-hmm. You know, Usher's a legend and everything, shout out to him, but CB actually did the tribute, I don't know if y'all know this, back in the days, for Mike. And Mike bought him a Lamborghini behind it.
You're talking to me?
Yeah, you know.
I know Michael Jackson called Chris Brown in his Sweet 18.
Sweet 18? How you know what?
Because it was on TV. Y'all know. Come on now. Don't leave me hanging.
But for somebody as y'all, I think he was like 16 at the time. Mm-hmm. And for him to do the performance that he did of Thriller and all the classic Michael Jackson joints, and like there's no other artist right now living in this day and age that can say, yo, I did at his age, that I did a tribute for Michael Jackson. Right. And I got a Lamborghini out of it.
Right. That he was actually able to see and appreciate, and yeah, definitely.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, so I'm clear. All right. I'm also pro Bow Wow.
I
met Omarion. He's a great spirit, great soul. He's into his Buddha meditation stuff and all of that. I respect it. But, bruh, you dropping new albums, you dropping new records, you got to get your dance coordination back together, brother.
He said,
that way.
Shout out to Omarion, I love you.
Yeah, shout out to Omarion. I fucks with him heavy. In the yard, huh?
It's your girl Chey.
Your boy with a pop.
And we just spent the yard with our boy Champ.
Y'all already know what it is. My seeds grow with his seeds, marry his seeds. That's how we keep Wu-Tang money all up in a family, you heard? Y'all already know. Bow.